Buongiorno tutti. Welcome to my kitchen, well, my living room slash dining room. Tonight, I experimented a little bit. I went to the market and got some very fresh seafood, which I've been trying to do for a while now. I'm a little intimidated by the lines and all the yelling, and a joke I kind of am working on is the idea that as a polite Canadian, an Italian line is indefinite, possibly infinite. Everybody who just cuts ahead and goes around, and me trying to be polite. But I managed to get some clams today, some Vongole. And I decided I would make some typical clam pasta, which is usually, oil and lemon and garlic and, nice and savory. I did start to chop up some of the brand new vegetables, and I kind of got carried away. So it's not, it's very buttery and oily and garlicky and lemony, but there's a lot more vegetables than I anticipated when I was going in. But it's hard cooking for one person, like no matter where you are, because, and you'll see, like this portion is huge, right? Because you just can't, like how do I chop like a quarter or an eighth of a tomato? Like it's weird. So you wind up like cutting in halves and you're throwing together and all that kind of stuff. So this is what we have. The other thing is a lot of my clams just kind of fell out. So it doesn't have that look of, your restaurant kind of clam sauce. But I did my best. I was a little worried. Seafood actually kind of scares me a little bit because I'm worried that, because if you don't prepare it, you can get really sick. And as a side note, I only learned when I was 28 that my parents and my sister are deathly allergic to shellfish. And I remember being like, I don't know, 24, 25, thinking, hey, where are the shrimp? Crab legs. Oh my God, where's this been all my life? And then, and then I found out it's because, yeah, it would kill a lot of my family. So I guess I'm lucky, sort of. But I could have, anyway, it was pretty late to find out. But I'm still paranoid about seafood, so I did a lot of internet research today to make sure that I was cooking these properly. Apparently, as long as you, a lot of people eat clams raw. And so as long as you're identifying the ones that are bad and not eating those, then you're good. And everything tells me that these are good. That quick edit was because I forgot a fork. Anyway, got my meal prepared. It smells great. What little bits that I've been tasting are really good. I got some new pasta. This is also, you're supposed to have like more of stringy pasta, right? Like linguine or spaghetti or whatever, but I just love this this stuff, and especially the pistachio-based stuff. So I'm gonna try this out. You'll notice that I have my my wine tonight. It's local. It's very tasty, and it's not wine. it's fruit juice, just in a fancy cup. All right, let's try this out. Gotta say, pretty tasty, very savory. Really taste all the lemon and garlic and butter and I have to try one of these clams though. Try. Tastes an awful lot like the clams I get in a restaurant. I'll tell you that right now. but the sauce is good. So this is me experimenting in Italy, challenging myself to do these kinds of things. I certainly don't have a fresh sea market at home to try this kind of stuff out, but you know, yeah, that's the point of this trip, is to experiment and check things out. I'm a little distracted because that tastes really good and I want to eat this. Great thing about the clams too is I could make jewelry afterwards. But anyway, Palermo's been so good to me. I don't know what it is. I basically make this same kind of pasta. This has a lot more like buttery and garlic than I normally do. There's capers in it. Normally I like to use the fresh, well, I don't know how fresh they are, but the olives, the local olives, they're great. But lots of olive oil. But the funny thing is, years ago, they told me I had high cholesterol, and I had to do something about it. And my doctor, funny little guy, says to me, I need to try the Mediterranean diet, because there's a lot less red meat, there's a lot of olive oil, which is really good for your cholesterol, lots of, stuff like this, right? Like local veggies and oils, and oh, that smells so good. And super healthy. Also, the Italians, the way they cook and why it's like the Mediterranean diet is, it's a lot about digestion, right? One of the reasons why I couldn't find those Rolaids is because they kind of don't need them here, because everything, the whole meal is designed for digestion, the whole process, which is what I'm trying to kind of learn. And I'm hoping to take a couple of more cooking classes to just kind of like figure out that process a little bit more. So far, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to like put together these like Italian-ish, Sicilian-ish meals as best I can, using these local ingredients as much as possible. But yeah, I was really intrigued when I started to look into the Mediterranean diet, the Italian diet, and about the digestion. And I've actually not been missing my Rolaids the last few days, so maybe there's something to that. Now, of course, my doctor, I told you he was a funny little guy, he told me the best thing to do was to go get myself an Italian wife. And in fact, when I went to the doctor before I went on this trip, I said to him, oh, is it okay for me to travel? I'm going away. And he's like, where are you going? Italy. He's like, Italy, why? I said, because you told me to go find myself an Italian wife. So, that's probably not going to happen. Well, I don't need I make my own meals, right? So it's all good. Although I probably could use someone to eat half of this, so I don't get so big. So anyway, sorry to make you hungry. Oh, if you could smell this, never mind taste it, just smell it. You'd be quite angry with me teasing you about this meal. But that being said, aside from envy, I hope you're doing great. I hope everyone is doing great. I'm doing great here in Palermo. Just a few more nights, but we'll see what happens after that. I hope you have a great night. Buonanotte. Arrivederci. Ciao. Hey up there. No, that's it. Nothing. All right.